Hello tool groupies, welcome to the Backwoods Mechanic channel. If you like tool reviews, do-it-yourself videos, or you'd like to win some free tools, pop the clutch on that subscribe button right now and enjoy this tool review. Today we are looking at some GearWrench ratchet wrenches, aka a gear wrench. It is a 7-piece ratcheting combination wrench set by the GearWrench tool brand, which is owned by PIIECE Tool Group, the original manufacturers and patent holders of the GearWrench, which is also known as the ratchet wrench. This is product number 9417. We have got 7-piece Metrc 12-point ratcheting combination wrench set right here to look at today. This typical set, if you pick it up in any other store, is going to probably run you $30, $35, $40 in some cases. But I tell you what, for this particular set right here, I could buy the standard and the Metrc sets for the price of one. Because at Royal King right now, they got these for $18 plus tax. They do got the standard set. It is in a red box, whereas the Metrc set comes in this gray box, so they're really easy to identify. Standards will come in 5/16 up to 3/4. The Metrc will come in this gray box, and it does give you 8, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 18. So it does skip a few sizes, but if you buy both sets, the standard and the Metrc, it will compensate for some of those sizes, or you can buy the actual wrenches individually for what you would inevitably pay for the exact same set at another store. I mean, if you factor that in, you know, look at the 19 millimeters missing for an example. If you get the standard set, 3/4 and 19 millimeter is virtually the exact same. 7/16 is virtually the exact same as an 11 millimeter. So it does interchange with what you will get in other sizes. So that is the perks of buying both of these sets at one time. Either way, for $18 plus some tax, it's a pretty good deal on what you're going to get from these. Now, this particular set right here is made in China from Chrome Vanadium alloy steel. Of course, it's got the fully polished mirror chrome finish. And as we look at this set here, it does come in this gray case, which most people will honestly take apart, throw away, discard of it. But if there's certain people out there who want to keep this particular set to keep it organized for whatever reason, you can do that also, or you can cut the case up and just, you know, keep it as is, use it that way. Now, when you get this case, the easiest way to get these things out of the case is it's got this zip tie in the middle right here. All you gotta do is cut the edge of that zip tie off and then pull it straight out, and then you've got access to your wrenches, which you can pull out of here. You can put back in place if you choose to. Now, we'll go ahead and pull them out of here and give you a look at the body. Now, on these particular ratchet wrenches right here, they're not like some. They do make a wide variety of styles. They got some with the little ribs on the top of them, the knurl print. That way you can tell if you flip it over whether you're going left or right just by the touch of your hand. I've actually got some tool reviews you can check out in the description box below that'll show you those. They do make these in a wide variety of styles. They make them with the reversing levers, the reversing switches. They make the double boxed in sizes. They make the S style. They make the half moon shapes, the flex head, the locking flex head. I mean, just a wide variety. The offset wrenches. You got a wide variety to choose from. This is your basic standard set. It's a straight body wrench. It is straight as an arrow. It doesn't have any type of offset. This is one of those dead-on deals where you're going to fix it straight on, and it will allow you to access tight spaces. It just like a pass-through socket set. You're going to pay a pretty good amount of money for a pass-through socket set with a wide variety of sockets, you know. And if you have a good set of these ratchet wrenches by GearWrench, then, you know, you can easily get in there and do the exact same thing as those pass-through socket sets, you know. And they do work on long rods. If you got really long rods and you got a fastener on that long rod, this does the same thing as a pass-through socket set, but you'll probably be able to use the actual ratchet wrenches a lot more than what you would the pass-through socket set. So every mechanic out here, ever since these things, you know, was patented and created by GearWrench, by the PIIECE Tool Group, I mean, they have just blown up. Everybody uses these things. You have to be a serious mechanic. You know, you have to own a set of ratchet wrenches, period. Even if you're a do-it-yourselfer and you want to make your life easier, you have to have a good set of ratchet wrenches. This would be a great starter kit. It'd be great just to have laying around for the actual price. I mean, these things are wonderful. And as you can tell on this particular body, though, it does have the GearWrench name is stamped onto both sides of this particular product, plus the size identification, is stamped onto both ends, the open end and the boxed end design, so that you can tell what's what. Now this one does have an R stamped into it, and if you notice, it is tightening to the right. So that will indicate going righty-tighty or lefty-loosey. If it's flipped over, it doesn't have that. It has, you know, the trademark R on there, or copyright. But as you can see, this is going to the left, and this one is going to the right. So this is tight, and this is loosened, as you'll be able to see right there. But the main feature of these things, as always, you know, is going to be the actual ratcheting wrench, the gear wrench end of it. Now these do have the regular tooth count. This isn't one of the fine tooth deals that they do have now. They do have some out there with really fine teeth on them, so you could use them. But this is your nice little set of gear wrenches right here that's going to run you about $18. So we will give it a preview here. If we can find us one to fit. Let's see if we got a 14 millimeter on here. Do not. I've got the wrong block to do for an example today. I do believe that nothing on this one. This one's my standard block, and I should have brought my other one. This is why you need the other products. That's why you need the actual. There we go. As you can see right there, it would make your life a whole lot easier if you could just take something, put it on here, and turn it. If you're in a space where you don't have a deep weld socket, if it's a really big threaded rod, you're going to need something like a ratchet wrench to be able to get in there and work around stuff. And there's going to be these situations whenever you're working on something that you have got a situation where you might say, go get yourself a low profile ratchet and a socket, and you're trying to stick it in somewhere to get a fastener loose, where this low profile ratchet is still not quite thin enough, which means you're going to have to take apart 5 or 10 different things to get to that one particular fastener, that one particular bolt, to get a job done, get a repair fix. You don't want to have to do that. You want to be able to get the job done as quickly and efficiently as possible, and sometimes having a ratchet wrench is going to get that job done, because it is nice, it is thin, and it is going to do everything that those other ratchets, those other sockets, the low profile wrenches, and all that stuff is not going to be able to do. That's why it's always good to have one of these actual gear wrenches inside your toolbox. But all in all, folks, today's main takeaway from this is going to be the fact these things are very well made. Of course, they do have the surface drive technology on them. They do have it to where they will slide right over top of the fasteners, really nice and easy. They will lock into place. They will grip really good. And of course, it's got the 12-point design. Of course, 6-point design, you know, will keep fasteners from rounding. But whenever you're needing something like a ratchet wrench, usually it's because you're in a situation where you're in a nice tight place and you need to get a hold of that fastener, however you can get a hold of it to get it off. And that's where the 12-point design comes into play at. Now, all the information for this product will be in the description box below, warranty information, a link where you can buy it at. Plus, of course, there will be links to other tool reviews. And as this channel grows, we will be buying more products. We will be doing reviews on more products, a wide variety of stuff. I'm going to make it bigger and better. But along the way, I'd like to see more subscriptions. Get us up to 1,101 subscribers and beyond. Because once I reach that threshold, I'm going to randomly choose one lucky person to win some free tools.